such a high-level field over last week?
I was very encouraged. I was anxious for them to get out on the field and see if they might think it was too big or just kind of continue with their business, and I was excited to see them continue with their business.
You have any worry about Jordan, just the amount of usage she's had so early in the year, and when I'm assuming you're going to have to be using her a lot in relief too over the course of this season? Is there any long-term worry about what this season might do to her arm?
I think anytime you have a smaller staff, you worry about that. I think that's why it's so important that the three of them are able to come in and you know, do their part. So she's getting off to a good start, and these other two will get them going, and I think once we can do that, that will obviously help her.
Was she not available for the JMU game at all? Or are you just trying to rest her? Was she just not available because the 130 pitches from LSU?
She threw a lot earlier, so wanted to see if I can get the other two to do something and not have to go right back to her.
Your team doesn't seem too overly satisfied with getting the big upset over LSU, and maybe they don't even think about it in that terms. Do you like seeing that kind of that competitiveness?
Absolutely. I don't want them to be surprised that they beat them. I want them to expect to beat anybody that we step out on the field. And so when we won, it was nice to look and see what the reaction was. And again, I thought it was just them taking care of their business, and I like that. It's a good sign.
We just talked to April, and you said a couple weeks ago, hey, now's her time, now's her chance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Proud of her to see her then take advantage of that?
Yes. I think that ball still has not landed. She got all of that one. But yes, she's one that I was real excited to see that happen for her, just because she's been putting in the time and she's been waiting for her moments. And I think the first weekend there was a couple times where she had her moments and she wasn't able to cash in. So it was nice to see her cash in this weekend.
Was it a little bit gratifying or even vindicating maybe for not just your players but for you and your staff to make that statement win against LSU after all the outside noise and all of the kind of shots that have been lobbed from outside the program into here?
Not really. Not really. I mean, everything that's outside of us, again, it's out of our control. All I care about is our team, what's within our group, and knowing the preparation that they're putting in, the game plans they're putting in at the plate, and to see them execute it and then get the result that they want, that's what we're worried about.
How tough is it to have Maddie developing and being thrown into tough situations at the same time, and what's kind of the balance there?
Yeah, no, it's hard. She's not exactly where she wants to be right now. She would say that, I would say that, but I know she's going to get there. She's here for a reason. She's here for a reason. So it's, right now with our season going on, it's like you want everything and everyone to be at their best right now, and for us, we can feel that pressure if we have a couple that are not exactly where they need to be. But what I keep telling her is just relax, settle in, you'll get there, you'll be fine. You have our support. This team's going to put runs on the board for you. We got you.
Is this tournament a big opportunity for her to make some strides?
I think so. I'm looking forward to watching her throw this weekend.
What do you like about her? What does she just got to harness? When she's going well, what's she doing right?
You know what? She does a really good job of moving the ball, and she mixes speeds, and I think she will get athletes, the opponent to mishit. So, which is great because I think we've got a tremendous defense, and we want her just to play right into our defense for us. So, she will get there. I love Maddie. I trust Maddie. I know she's got it. It's like I said. I think early in the year, I think of maybe the athletes have probably feel the most pressure out of all of this, and it's our pitching staff. So I just want her to just settle in, and she will. And when she does, you guys will really like what she's got to. You'll like what you see from her.
With that said, what is the plan for this weekend as far as, do you look to still alternate starts? Do you try to start Jordan and then turn to Maddie in middle innings and go back, or what's kind of the plan?
We're just sticking to one game at a time and just kind of going from there. I think to look real big doesn't work for us. I think just to get caught up in what's in front of us, and then once that's completed, move on to the next is basically what we've been doing and how we'll continue.
Will you look to avoid Maddie, though, against A&M, because obviously both sides are quite familiar with each other? Is that something just not very advantageous for either side?
I think we'll just wait until we get there and see where we're at.
What's been your early look at Texas Tech? Is one of, I think, 9 remaining undefeated teams. They've got some pretty good pitchers so far. What's your thoughts on them and A&M in particular? Clearly the top 2 competition you're going to see there. So two Texas teams, what's your thoughts on that?
Tech's been playing really well. I know they've been pretty explosive at the plate. They'll be tough, and A&M's always tough. So that's where we know we'll get to big games out of both of them, and they'll give us our best. So it's important that we give our best back to them.
Have you ever had pitchers with splits as bizarre as what you have with the number of like you're dancing and flirting with disaster with the number of walks, but yet with runners on and scoring position and bases loaded, no one can get a hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be a little bit of a heart palpitation moment.
A little bit. No, but that just shows you that we have it. It's just smoothing out the edges a little bit. We just need to smooth things out a little bit more. But that's the thing. You can see that it's there. It's there. It's just being a little more consistent with what we're doing and keeping our pitch counts down, understanding how to manage our counts a little bit better, working ahead more versus getting behind, and then putting a couple on, and then somebody comes up like Kentucky with a big hit. So they'll get there. They'll get there. I know they will.
You talked about that quick adjustment. Encouraging to see Jordan. We talked about it last week. Third time through the lineup. The first weekend, that's when she gave up hits. Third time through this weekend, I don't think she gave up very many at all. So just that was already a quick adjustment that she was able to make in game. That was an encouraging sign to see that.
Yeah,
already.
definitely. And I think you'll start to see the same thing happen with Maddie as well.